Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
How you ladies doing?
We're doing
good.
good.
Okay. Welcome to the group chat live on Press 23 Radio on iHeartRadio. Today, in the building with us, we have the two beautiful ladies from Double T Double Talk Podcast. We have Rasheda. She's a phenomenal poet, amongst other things. She's amazing. She's an amazing person. And we have Miss Jada Rose,
Hey y'all.
the R&B diva.
Yes.
If y'all ever see Jada Rose on the card, y'all make sure y'all pull up and y'all check out Jada Rose.
That's right. That's right.
Cause she like that. She for real. Now, before we get into topic today, I want you guys to share a little bit about Double T Double Talk with our audience today.
Want to go first, Mom?
Yeah. Okay. Well, Double T Double Talk is our new podcast, and it includes me and Jada Rose. Jada Rose is actually my daughter, my baby girl. And I came up with a Double T Double Talk because me and my girls talk all the time. I have 3 daughters, Cody, Savannah, and Jada Rose. And during our conversations of them coming up, like when they were younger, I would always get questioned and backlash from women, basically, about how I would talk to my daughters. And they would say things like, why do you talk to them like that? And I didn't really understand it. I'm like, talk to them like what? And I come to realize that I talk to my girls like my girls are not my friend, not my equal, but my girls are important people that need to know about the whole world.
Exactly.
So with that being said, me and my girls have a really good conversation, and I started Double T Double Talk so that me and her can talk and collab with people and talk to people in general about different situations and be very informative and and y'all can see how this mother-daughter duo do our thing.
A period. Double T Double Talk. Like my mom said, I have a great relationship with my mom. I feel like it's nothing that I can't go to my mom about. She's always relatable, and she just know the right things to say at the right time. And I love that for me because most people don't have that. So I'm very grateful to have my mom and to be on a podcast with my mom.
That is amazing. I've known
Yes.
your mom for a long time, and she's a great person.
Yeah.
She's one of the people that I know that can what we call bust you down and pick you up at the same time.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's me.
And that's important.
Yeah. Right.
Okay. So today's topic, we're going to talk about relationship 101. We're putting modern dating on blast and breaking down the street code, the modern checklist, the gender flip, the rise of the alpha female, and the femme male today. So pull up, take a seat, and let's get straight to the pressure.
Let's go.
Alrighty, let's get
Eat on the
it.
gas, we ain't looking bad.
Thank you.
All right. Relationship 101. We're going to start with the one who has the most important point of view on this podcast today, the married woman.
I am she.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So, what's your take on relationships?
My whole entire take on relationships, first of all, is understanding relationships, understanding the misconception of relationships, the misunderstanding of relationships that leads to reckless and regrettable relationships. Because when you don't have understanding in a relationship, it's going to be reckless and regrettable. So communication is key. And the biggest part of relationships is finding somebody that actually is into you, even though you are into them. Sometimes they may not be into you, and you have to distinguish from the two. And finding somebody that really you guys really gel together.
Right.
Yeah.
And I agree. So what's your take on it, Jada Rose?
My take on relationships. Not making sure you guys see life the same, but making sure you guys are equally yoked for sure. Because if you're right and they're always left, it won't mesh. And that's with any type of relationships. Learning to respect each other for sure. I feel like that's a relationship. It can't be a relationship without any respect. Yeah.
And I agree. And a lot of people think about when they think, to your point, that a relationship does not just, stop at a partnership with someone you're in love with. We have family relationships.
Exactly.
We have relationship with friends.
Exactly.
We have work relationships.
Mm-hmm.
And we have one of the most important key factors, because we all, a lot of us, church, those religious relationships,
Right.
those religious relationships they're very strong relationships.
Oh, yeah.
They are.
Yeah.
I've seen, and not to shun a lot of, the religion practices today, but I have seen some of those relationships be so powerful, they almost like cults. For real. And they transition people from being amazing people to judgmental people.
Exactly.
And that goes back to that birds of a feather flock together that our great grandma told us about.
Mm-hmm.
So relationships is very serious.
Yes, they are.
Okay. So let's dive into this scenario right quick. Okay. The code of loyalty and a snitch drama. Okay, so let's go on and get right into it.
Okay.
Infidelity informant. Is it snitching or saving? The scenario. You catch your friend's partner out in public putting their hands all over someone else, or you get concrete proof they're cheating. If you tell, you risk destroying the relationship and having your friend turn on you. If you stay quiet, you're harboring a lie. So, should you ever inform your friend about their partner's infidelity? Why or why not? And where does the line of loyalty end? And you're willing to take the blame if the messenger gets shot.
Okay. It goes back to relationships.
Mm-hmm.
Now, with that being said, put it in a nutshell, would I tell if I see my friend's man or girlfriend cheated? It goes back to which relationship. Now, if it's just a relationship with somebody at the church, I really don't know you. You know what I'm saying? A work friend, I really don't know you, girl. But a real friend, I would feel obligated to tell my friend. Because it's gonna come out. Yeah. And when it come out, the worst thing could happen is she finds out or he finds out that I knew that their partner was being a hoe. Was cheating, and they did not know, and I did not inform them.
Exactly.
I would find it. I would make it my duty actually to tell.
I'm doing right then and there.
I would. I know people have conflicting, answers about that. Mm-hmm. But I would have to tell. I wouldn't be able to rest at night with myself knowing that I know my best friend or I know my friend's man is cheating. And hey, girl, we go on. I'm talking about a friend. We go on trips together. Our kids play together, and things of that nature. Right. I would feel obligated to tell.
Yeah. With me, I'm telling for sure. Soon as Miss Keisha, can I get this fan? Turn the fan off my eyes. Thank you. I'm telling for sure. Soon as I see it, I'm calling. I don't care if I'm in the club. I'm calling my homegirl. I'm going in the bathroom. Y'all man in here cheating, and you need to come in here and handle it quick. But with your friend, like Miss Keisha said, your friend can get very upset with you. She can. Now, if I do tell my friend her significant other is cheating or being unfaithful, whatever, and she gets mad at me, I don't know how I would take that.
Now, me telling them that their significant other is cheating is not me telling them to leave their significant
Yeah,
other.
yeah.
I'm not telling you, girl, to leave him. I'm just letting you know what's going on, that what I have seen, first of all, to clear myself. Because
Right.
again, I don't want to be held liable.
Right.
Because at that point, I hold a duty to my friend to inform her. Now, how she takes it or, run with it, I'm not telling you to leave him. I'm not telling you to do nothing. I just want to be a good friend and let you know what is going on. Some women, now I'm going to tell you something. Some women would rather not know.
Oh, yeah.
I have saw before someone has said, why did you tell me? Why did you tell me? Because I was always taught as a woman, if you have a man and he is cheating, you don't address him about the cheating unless you are ready to leave him.
Oh, yeah.
That's the bottom line.
Oh, yeah.
Now, he out there cheating on you. Don't address him with it until you are ready to go. Because at that point, you address him and you don't do anything about it. Game over.
Yep.
And I definitely agree with that. I have this saying that I always tell my friends: if you're not gonna do anything, let him cheat in peace.
Thank you.
Because the moment you acknowledge the cheating and you do not act on it, at that point he assumes that it's okay.
It's okay. Yep. That's right. That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. So how she takes it, and now some people will say, well, she's gonna go back and tell. I didn't say anything because she's gonna go back and tell him that I said it. And I don't want him mad at me. But what obligation do you have to him?
Exactly.
This is your friend. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You shouldn't worry about how he's going to feel towards you.
That's right.
What obligation does he, So that is a hard pill. That some people say no, don't tell, but
I say tell.
Tell it all.
Yeah, I say tell.
So let's put a little spice on that. What if you go out and you see him and he's also your friend? Ooh. What if the friendship that you have with the female is a long-standing friendship that began with him?
Wow. First of all, if I'm his friend, I'm friends enough. I'm a friend enough to confront him at that moment. Not with screaming, hollering, cussing, and nothing like that. But while he's with the woman, I will introduce myself. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, how you doing? And my friend, I'm Tamika's friend. She know Tamika. She know he cheat, And I would look at him, you know what I'm saying? I let him know that I do know. And then I would have a conversation with him or I text him. I said, now, I got to tell her. Because you put me here.
Yep.
At that point, I didn't put myself in that situation. He put me here.
Yep.
You forced my hand to tell Mika. Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because all of us are friends. And I'll explain to him, I just don't want no problems. So at this point, I would advise you to tell her yourself.
Exactly.
Because I will have to tell her. And I'll give him the opportunity to say, hey, be a man and tell her.
That's that Rasheda I was telling you about. That's going to bust you down and lift you up at the same time. Now, you be a man to handle your business now. I'm going to see what you're going to do first.
Yeah.
And you make sure you tell her that you saw me and I told you I gave you an opportunity.
That's right.
Exactly.
That's that Rasheda I was telling you about.
You got 48 hours.
Ooh, got a timeline. Okay,
I love it. So, in a conversation that we had, prior to the podcast, you ladies talked about the 3 C's versus the 3 M's. Ooh. So could y'all elaborate what is the 3 C's and what are the 3 M's and talk on that topic a little bit?
Okay.
So I'll name it.
Go ahead.
Okay. So the 3 C's are, this is for the woman, of course, is cooking, being cute, and being cool.
Right.
Yep.
Now, with that being said, the cooking, being cute, and being cool, we are saying that's what men look for in a woman. You got to be cute, sister.
Yeah.
Now, we're not putting a tag on cute because men like different things.
Right.
But my thing is when you are cute, a man expects you to be cute. put you on some lip gloss. You won't have to put on this lipstick, but you need to present yourself to a man in a way that he would be attracted to you. You can't go out here with these bonnets on in the morning time smelling like Fruit Loops and these night clothes on, letting me know that you ain't washed yourself.
Exactly.
And you see, look, your boy ass might be in the grocery store, and there you go with that pink robe on. Look, on your bonnet.
Yep.
Ain't gonna look at you. You have to spice yourself up. Even if you just do small things, you don't have to glamorize yourself, but you do have to brush your teeth and comb your hair all out. That's the cuteness of it all. I think a man deserves that because a man is he loves with his eyes. He loves what he sees. So get cute for a man. Get cute for him.
I feel like that's fine. Yeah, get cute. And like my mom said, there's no standard on cute or beauty. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Yes, it is.
And if you think you're cute, you're cute. But you have to dress yourself up.
Right, for a man, you do.
Yeah.
Now, you're with the other one.
Oh, now cool. Being cool. Cool meaning your personality. You can't be always ready to fight. You can't be always ready to argue. Being cool. Being a person that he can go to, being a person he can laugh with, be cool.
Yeah, having temperance. Because sometimes us as women who have lived in survival mode, because we didn't want to, we were forced to be in survival mode. Our level of coolness to a man is over. And when I say coolness, I mean femininity. We don't want to be so cool, we become the homeboy. Because we can like somebody and we be so cool and laid back and jiggy with them. He started looking at us as one of the homeboys. Right. We're not talking about that type of cool. We're talking about being his peace.
Place of comfort.
His place of comfort. He wants you to be cool, sister. He know you can be spicy, but he wants you to be his place of comfort when needed. When he's out in that world dealing with all of that, he want to come home to his woman who's got a lip gloss on and ready to rub his back and whisper, tell him, baby, it's gonna be okay, or baby, things like that. He want a cool girl, a cool woman.
Yeah.
A cute cool.
A cute cool woman who can cook. Now, when I said cook, you ain't got to cook like Big Mama. See, because I'm Big Mama, I know how to cook. See these arms? I make the potato salad. You don't have to know how to cook real well, but sisters, you gotta have one good thing you can throw down on.
Yeah.
One good meal. It could be baked pork chops, a good mashed potato, and a green bean, and throw a little bread.
Yeah.
And something. If I don't know how to cook steak, so if you don't know how to do that, stay away from that. But something you have to know how to cook. It can be a salad, a nice salad, but you have to know something, know how to cook something. Now, ladies, spaghetti and pasta is off the menu. Don't go, no. You can't meet no man right off the bat and want to cook him spaghetti.
He not gonna like it.
No, he ain't gonna eat it, sister.
Amen.
Because they had that thing, thing about spaghetti. So don't let spaghetti or lasagna be that thing on your list.
Right.
So I think a man is looking for somebody cute, cool, and who can cook. Yeah. I think those are the 3 C's. I'll let you know about the what is the 3 M's?
The 3 M's.
The 3 M's that a lady look for in a man is maturity, money, and mandingo.
Yeah.
Some women look for that now. Some some women do look for that.
Yeah.
They gotta have some money. They got to be mature and they got to be a warrior, baby. I'm talking about this
warrior in the bed.
Yeah, they got to be. Now, with that being said, break down the money part, sweetheart.
The money. You as a man, you have to have money. Because you're a man. You should have the money. A man is a provider. Money to women is like beauty to men. If a man see a cute woman, he gonna be like, oh, she fine. And if a lady see a man with money, she gonna be like, oh, I want him. You know, you want a man that can provide. You want a man that you can lean back on. You know, if a man can't provide, he not a man. You know, if you always have to pull out your card at dinner, if you always have to buy the groceries, if you always have to pay the bills in the house, you don't have a man, you have a son. You know, really. Really.
Yeah, you have a whole nother child.
You have a whole nother child.
That's right.
So yeah.
You know, and sometimes I'm gonna say this, men get mad when women says that. Oh, they gold digging. They just want my money. But it tells us in the Bible that you should be a provider, a protector. This is what a man should be to a woman. Your first priority is your family, to provide for them, then protect them. So we got some men that's saying, oh, he a cake daddy, man. That's why he got all them women. Oh, he a simp. He paying for that woman. The only men that are saying that is a broke man.
Yeah.
You ain't got no money. Because it ain't, babe, what is it? It ain't pimping if you got it.
It ain't tricking if
you
got
it.
It
ain't tricking if you got it now.
Yeah.
So for all of you scrubs, you know what I'm saying? What that song is?
I don't
want no scrub sitting on the passenger side of your best friend ride.
Thank you.
Don't get mad at the men with the money that's providing and taking care of these women the way they are supposed to.
Exactly.
So money is definitely needed.
Exactly. And then the main ones that be saying she's a gold digger, she just the ones that don't have any gold. I'm not digging gold, I'm digging dirt.
Yeah. Exactly. They don't have
they don't even have the gold. You know?
Yeah. So let's get on maturity. A man has to be mature. You have to have a mature mindset. Yeah. You have to know how to set goals. You don't have to be where you want to be in life, but a woman has to know that you are trying to, you have a mature enough mind to get to higher places in life.
To lead.
Yes, to lead me in the right direction. Hey, you want me to follow you? You have to know how to be mature enough to lead. And you don't have to have all the money in the world, but I have to know that you have a mature mindset to try to get enough money to take care of the family and we be comfortable. Mm-hmm. So that's where maturity come in at. There's a lot of men walking around right now that has not matured and they in their 50s. Mm-hmm. And they still have the mindset of a boy.
Yep.
They running from responsibilities. They're running from child support. You're a boy. If you're running from child support, if you're running from your responsibilities so far as your children, that's a big no-no. That is a big negative when it comes to manhood and maturity. Oh, yeah. A man gonna take care of what it made off the top. You know, so that's my stance on maturity.
That's really my stance on maturity too. Handling your business. Handling your business when it comes to your wife, your children, handling your business is being mature to me. Yeah.
Okay, let's get to the big one.
What you talking about?
The Mandingo warrior.
Mandingo
Some
warrior.
women said, hey, baby, he got to put it down in the bed. He got to be Mandingo warrior. Now, I'm going to let you guys know, Mandingo is like, that's really pushing it. Mm-hmm. Because when you go to talking about Mandingo, you're thinking about size. And some people say, oh, size don't matter. And some women's size does matter. So, y'all, I just want to let you know, it does matter. Should it matter? I don't know. You know, different strokes for different folks. But when you're presenting yourself as a Mandingo warrior, and we get in the bed and you pop out like a magic elf. Hey, you pop out like the little engine that wish he could. Mm-hmm. It's a problem. So men, you know, some women, I have friends that are very, very, very sexual. Mm-hmm. Some women are not very sexual, but some women are very sexual, and you may not have the total package, the big package, but you have to know how to struggle with the emotion, baby. Because, see, they got plenty of toys around here. They got that Rose, they got that thing at the gas station in the gold. They got all type of stuff that can get you there real quick. Yeah. But so I don't know if it's the the size or whatever matter for everyone. But just know how to work what you got, baby.
Exactly. Work what you got. And oh, are you done?
I am.
Oh, okay. The Mandingo Warrior. Now I feel yes, you want to be pleased in bed because you want to be pleased, but you don't want your man to go too far. You don't want him to do too much. You don't want it to get too nasty.
Perversion.
Because that's the spirit of perversion. I don't want it to get too nasty.
When you say too nasty, what do you like? He likes
inviting other people.
The licking of the booty. I'm not doing.
No,
I'm not gonna do that.
Some women are into that.
Now, some women,
yeah.
Some women are into that.
Some men can be so freaky. You, honey, he wants you to do all that. He playing for. I'm just saying. This is just. They can be so perverted that they want men, women, children, and everything.
Yes.
You don't want them that's spaced out, honey. No, not that spaced out. Yeah. Because a lot of men are into that now. And that's their preference. But I don't think that would be healthy for a relationship to bring all of that into it. Just stick to doing what you do in the bedroom with your boo,
right?
And you all satisfying each other.
Right.
I want to tap in on that Mandingo warrior a little bit. From my perspective, a Mandingo warrior, my perspective takes it outside of the bedroom, back to like Africa per se. Okay. He's strong. He's willing to fight. He's a fighter. And he's willing to weather the storm and fight to win, to protect. So, it's cool because you can have somebody with Mandingo tools and not be a Mandingo warrior.
Exactly.
So to me, a Mandingo warrior is a total package. Now, some tools be too big, and women who listening, you younger women, your body is your body. And too many Mandingo warriors, as your great grandma would say, you definitely gonna know it when you get older.
Say that, sister. That's right.
You're gonna know it.
The bottom will fall out.
Exactly. So you better leave Mandingo warrior where he at.
What your grandma used to say? Oh, she got a white liver, baby.
Yeah. Or my grandma used to say, hey, you better get somewhere and sit down because you don't get but one of them.
Exactly.
Right.
You can't trade that one in what you got.
That's right.
So a Mandingo warrior to me is a total package. In size, and anybody saying that size don't matter is a person that's lying. That's the person they're gonna lie to you. That's where the maturity come in as a man, because you got to be mature enough to understand that you don't have the proper tools to satisfy this woman in particular. And you have to be mature enough to go out there and get those tools that you need. And that's a part of that Mandingo warrior, because he's willing to do what he needs to do to win.
That's
right. Exactly.
That's right.
I just wanted to add that because when I saw that, when y'all sent that in and I saw that and I thought on that, I was like, that can mean that, but at the same time, it can mean this.
That's right. But you are totally correct. You are correct.
So let's put a little spin on it. Okay, I got a scenario here. Okay. The modern checklist have been simplified into the most basic demanding elements. That's for women, cute, cool, and cook, and know how to cook, and men, money, maturity, and the stamina of a Mandingo in the bed. Are these 6 specific qualities absolute non-negotiable deal breakers for a successful relationship, or are you willing to take a risk on someone who is missing one of 2 of those?
I'm willing. We talked about it. I'm willing. I can compromise. I'm willing to take a risk, because you have to know in your mind that in any relationship, your significant other is not going to be everything you want and desire. They're going to miss some key elements that you love. So I am willing to negotiate some of these things. I'm willing to weigh up the cost if he's a boss. That's the only. Hey,
Exactly.
that's the only way I'm negotiating.
Yeah.
I weigh up the cost if you're a boss. You got to be beyond excellent in the other two categories. 200% in the other two categories. If you're lacking in the, the other
Exactly.
one.
Okay. So do you ladies agree that can a man survive in a relationship with maturity if he has no money?
No, man.
No.
Can he? If there's no money,
Yeah, if there's no money.
Yeah, that's
You said you now you said you can go without.
no.
Wait a minute. Hold
on. No money?
no money, ma'am. Now let me back up. Let me backtrack.
Okay.
You got to have some money. You got to have some type of money because I'm not willing to live under the bridge. No.
Exactly.
It's a hard no. No. You're gonna have to have some money, or you're gonna have to have some money or enough maturity to go out there and be building something to get some money.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm talking. Yeah, that's what I want to say. But no money is no.
Exactly. No money.
Okay. Can a
know
woman
what?
survive being cute and cool if she can't even boil an egg?
No,
Hold
no,
on.
no,
Yes,
no.
yes, hold on.
I'm sorry, baby. No.
I'm sorry.
Okay,
Yes.
Read it again, Keisha.
Can a woman survive being cute and cool if she can't even boil an egg?
She sure can.
Okay, so why and why? So why can a man not survive without money if a woman can survive and she can't cook?
Because if he have enough money, he can get us a chef.
I knew she was gonna say that. Cause baby, this one I'm working on this one with the cooking board. She got the cute and cool board. But this all she do is boil eggs, so she can boil an egg.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Well, compromise. No, she may not be able to cook, but the man he made, like my dad,
Oh yeah.
her papa, he loved to cook.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe they can get away with it.
So maybe a man can survive if the woman's making that money.
No, because you have to have money to buy eggs.
Exactly.
Hey, if you got no money, we gonna starve.
We got a double standard.
And you have to have money to get that shelf. We can eat if we got the shelf.
Yeah, and we don't want to make it seem bad because you do know this. Every time somebody says something about a man and money and a woman wanting a man that is financially stable, it's a big, drawn out mess. It's a negative. I dealt with that coming up because I only would date dudes with uniforms on.
Amen.
Hey, nigga, I'm sorry. I don't want you. I know I see you got your Jordans on. I see you got your fresh Levi's on. But baby, where you clocking in at?
Yes.
I was interested in the dirty ones.
Because that's where the money is.
Hey, I wrote a story about it. It was about Tim with the Timbos and Peter with the penny loafers. Everybody wanted Tim with the Timbos because baby, his Timbos was crisp and clean and he had them waves in his hair. They didn't want Peter with the penny loafers because his penny loafers was always dusty. Well, truth be told, Tim with the Timbos, he was always clean and he had all them waves in his head because he had time because he wasn't clocking in nowhere. Mm-hmm. He had time to always wash his shoes off and he had time sitting at home looking at TV, brushing his hair. That's what you want. You didn't want Peter with them dusty, Peter with the dusty penny loafers saying them shoes dirty. I don't want him because his shoes dirty. Not knowing that his shoes were so dirty because he worked in a construction site.
Come on.
And the bank was across the street and he had to put his penny loafers on to walk across the street and cash them big checks.
Amen. Yeah.
See, you have to, hey,
come on.
You got to count up the cost, ladies.
Oh, yeah.
You really do. You really do.
I agree. So let's go on to this role reversal and the standard trap. Mm-hmm. The flip. The alpha female to the femme male. Let's talk about it. Miss Jada Rose, start with you because this your generation
Yes.
Okay.
that has it started.
Okay.
Let's talk about it.
The alpha it's a lot of young ladies in my generation. They are saying now like, oh, I'ma just say, oh, I'll buy anything for my man. I'll do anything to see my man happy. Oh, I'll give my man the stars and the moon, and and they don't give the man a chance to actually come to them, telling them like you can get these things. The women in our generation is always telling the man what they'll do for them. You too eager. The man can't even say what he'll do for you. And then for the feminine males, whew, men are becoming in love with themselves. And the Bible said this will happen. But men are becoming lovers of themselves. They don't want to get dirty. They want to keep their clothes clean. They barely want to provide for a woman. You'll be lucky if you get a cheeseburger out of these generation of men. And if they do buy you a cheeseburger, they're gonna act like it was a 4-course meal, a 5-star meal. Oh, but I bought you a cheeseburger. So this what they do. I bought you a cheeseburger, so you need to buy me one. It's like tit for tat. It's like, why you just can't buy me the cheeseburger? And I'd be grateful for it. Why do I have to buy you something back? Yeah, that's what's right now.
So would you call that reciprocation, or you call that stipulation? They're expecting you to, give to them like they're giving to you, or do you call it stipulating? I'm gonna give this to you because you're gonna, if you give this to me.
A stipulation for sure. Stipulation for sure. And I'm not saying it's nothing wrong with doing something special for your significant other. But if every time he do something for you, he's looking for something in return, like, don't do it for me. If you're gonna throw it back up in my face, just don't do it.
Okay, Mama. When we got Rashida, look how she looking like, that.
Well, my take on the alpha female is because, it's a lot of alpha female. If there is a such thing as an alpha female, I feel like women has been thrown into roles because the man has not stepped up and be the man that they're supposed to be when it comes to family. These women have children that they have to take care of. These women have children that they have to be the mother and the father for, and that have put them into survival mode, which causes them to be more manly and do more manly things and take out the garbage, work 40 hours, sometimes 60 hours a week. That causes them to be kind of hard and masculine. That causes their voice to raise high like a man. That causes them to threaten, causes them to look at their boys, women with boys, causes them to look at their boys and get the stance of a man and say, hey, you do this again and I'm going to do this. When in other words, a female is supposed to be that feminine thing, that soft thing, but it's not like that kind of anymore because the roles have been reversed. I'm having to take up the slack for the man, and then they're having to be both things. So I don't feel like it's, some men look at women like, it's a bad thing, but how could you blame a woman for being an alpha male, if that's a word, because she was forced into that role in order to survive and take care of her children. Yeah. No woman wants to be hardcore. Every woman want to have a little type of feminine, they want to keep their femininity. Women, we should do this. Even if you are thrown into a role like that, you should still take time with yourself to soften yourself up. You might not get your nails done, but honey, just sometimes paint your fingernails. Hey, you might not get your toes done, but sometimes just put your feet in the tub and, just, buy you some night clothes instead of just going to sleep with that t-shirt on. Yeah. Take care of yourself a little bit more to get, filmed up. And like me, I have a deep voice for a woman. I've been told that plenty of times. My voice screams authority. Even when I'm not trying to be in an authoritative state, I'm a woman with a deeper voice that screams authority. So if I say something to a man, if we're not arguing, but I want to get my point across,
and I to be aggressive.
They think I'm aggressive because my voice is deeper. I've heard that before. Now you got to take that up with God because He gave me this voice, So, but yeah, I'm not gonna numb myself down because I have to take a stance in order to survive. And so far with the men, feminine men have become lovers of themselves. Men go to the salon more than, they spend more money on their hair and clothes and nails now than women.
Oh yeah.
Women, we was just wearing the weave. These men got weave units now.
Yeah.
These men are walking around with bedazzled jeans on. It was. I was shocked. I bought me a pair. I liked the little printed shirt, but it was a man's shirt. I said, I never known my brother
to be able to do.
To have a shirt with sparkles on it. And so far as not just looking like a woman and doing those things, some men now have got in their heads that they're not going to provide for nobody but themselves.
Right.
Yep.
I'm going to take care of me and me only. So that's what kind of the role reversals have come into play. And it's scary because we're raising, we're raising, some people are raising boys and they're seeing this.
I want to add into that for that Femme male. As women, we are creating these men because we are requesting men to be softer. We're requesting them to be emotionally expressive. We want them to tell us how they feel. We want them to come to us and talk to us and say, well, baby, you hurt my feelings and do all these other things. We want them to be more expressive and talk about this and be more feminine and not as aggressive with us, not to be more as authoritative with us when they're talking to us. We want these softer tones. We want them to do these type things. This is what we're requiring them to do, to be more passive and to be comfortable with us telling them what to do. And yeah, because they teach, I talk to my sons and I tell them, at no point should a female be comfortable with talking to you disrespectfully.
That's right.
Okay. So, and that's not you not allowing, you're not being emotional. That's not allowed. That's you being a leader. And that's you demanding the respect that you're going to give back.
Right.
That's what you're going to do. But, if you listen to a lot of the shows, you listen to a lot, I want my man to talk to me soft, and I want him to explain to me how he feeling. And when he get to explaining too much, now he's sassy.
Yeah.
You done created Mr. Sassy.
Exactly.
So you got to be careful wanting all these things. Now you ask for the more softer, emotionally expressive, passive, sassy. Now you're mad because he can do it better than you. He's sassier than you. So you really have to just kind of pick your poison.
Right.
Do you want the dominant male or do you want Mr. Sassy? Now with that being thrown in there, I got a little scenario.
Okay.
The traditional gender roles have fundamentally evolved where we're seeing a massive rise in alpha females, the dominant, higher earning, hyper independent decision making partner that wants the feminine male, the softer, emotionally expressive, passive partner who is comfortable with letting them lead. What are the hidden advantages and the toxic disadvantages of this new dynamic? The disadvantage is Mr. Sassy.
I was just fixing to say that.
Yeah.
Now. You don't want sass.
Yeah.
But you created Sassy.
Yeah. I want to throw this in there. This little thing. Russell Wilson and
Sierra.
What's the other guy she was with? Future. And Sierra. Now, Sierra was with a dominant man, which was Future.
Mhm.
Am I right?
I think he just was doing too many things because men don't just run around. I don't think that's a man. That's not
Okay.
boys run around. I said even though 50 Cent a little sassy, let's just use him. Let's use 50 because he a man. He dominant.
Okay.
He gonna assert his authority.
Okay.
50 Cent, he's very dominant, and he speaks his mind. He's like a man. So some women are drawn to that. And then they find that they don't want that. They find that's too much. They don't want that. So they kind of find they Russell Wilson, which some people would say is sassy because he is quiet. You know, he's quiet. Yeah. He's kept. He's a loving man. He probably do ask CC, baby, you know, he probably, baby, am I doing it? You know what I'm saying? Right over. He probably does those things, but at that time it works for her because sometimes opposites attract.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Because with me and my husband, I'm just gonna throw me in to be real about it. Me and my husband, I'm the outgoing one. I'm the talker. I'm not the provider. I don't have a job. I haven't worked in years.
I know that's right.
But I am the more, I'm going to say aggressive. I'm going to say aggressive because see, when I mean aggressive, I mean I can go from 0 to 100 real quick. But with my husband can go to 100, but not real quick. He sits and he analyzes. Mm-hmm. And I make him get stirred up a little faster. But my husband is a settled man, see, and I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. Too high heads ain't gonna work, you know, whatever. So, with that being said, the disadvantages of it is, and the advantages of it is, knowing what you need and knowing what you want. Because some people, I told Jada Rose this at home. Some people, like a man will tell a woman this. They meet a woman and they say, "Oh, I'm good. I'm just living life. I'm living life. I'm living my best life. I'm good out here. I'm having fun. And but you cute. I think you cute. I just want to kick it with you."
Mm-hmm.
But this is what the woman hear. Girl, the finest woman in the world. I love being with you. Let's go. Let's start let's start practicing on making this child that we gonna have because we gonna get married. Is that what he told you? He didn't tell you that. That's what you heard. Mm-hmm. The man only said he out here chilling. He think you cute. So let's kick it. He ain't said that you was the most beautiful woman in the world. He did not say that. He did not say that y'all practicing making a baby because he was gonna marry you. See, you got to know and you got to have an understanding in these relationships because you want to blame the man for misleading you when you misled yourself. You misled yourself, sister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Is this role reversal creating more peace in the household, or is it secretly killing the natural attraction between men and women?
Oh.
Yeah, because because women, myself,
mm-hmm.
I'm naturally attracted to the stronger, more aggressive man. Mm-hmm. Now, when I say aggressive, I do not talk to men who do yelling. If you do some yelling, I'm out of there. We're not gonna make it. Because I have met dominant men. My great grandfather, I lived in the house with him.
Mm-hmm.
I never witnessed an argument between him and my great grandmother. Never.
Mm.
But when she would go too far, he would say, "All right now."
Yeah.
And the whole
and that's it.
That's me and my husband.
Yeah.
Now my husband is not aggressive in a way to argue, but he's aggressive in every other way. Like that mortgage. He's aggressive with
exactly.
Filling up that account. He's aggressive with it. Telling me how good I look. Because you got to do that.
Right.
He's aggressive with those things, you know. But all of that other, you know, calling,
yelling and stuff,
being a huff man, you being so aggressive, you calling me out of my name, you know, because Some women think that's a flex. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna hold you. Some women think it's a flex for their man to call them a B.
That's my bitch.
That's my bitch. Girl, my husband have never. I've been, if he have, he ain't never let me hear. But I have been with my husband almost 18 years, and I couldn't, when my husband says a cuss word, I'm like, because that's not his forte. That's not his forte. He don't do that, especially about a woman, So some women think it's a big flex for a man to say, that's my hoe. That's my hoe right there. I mean, my whole bag. And will it change the dynamics? Like your question said, will it change the dynamics in the household? Yes, it will. I think so, because you're raising kids, when you got kids in the house. And will you have a natural attraction? If you attracted to toxicity,
amen.
If that's what you attracted to, then hey, you like it. So that's what you like, being toxic. And that never works out.
Nah.
For nobody favor the mother or father or the children, because your children, we can't help how we raise these children to the best of our ability.
Exactly.
What they go out there and do in the long run is on them. I heard a woman one time say, it was all on the parents the way the children turn out. And I totally disagree.
Yeah, that's
no. I've given them my best years. Now the rest of my years,
they mine.
Oh, they mine, baby. They mine. Now if you find yourself under a bridge because you did not listen, that don't mean I put you there.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna take my 401k
and get you out.
No. Right. If I had one for my husband. Yeah, that's how I feel about that.
Okay. So I totally agree with that one. I totally agree. I must say this is an amazing conversation. I'm having a great time. I'm learning stuff myself. I have a lot of people to say, you have like so many opinions on relationship, yet you're not married. And I say this, and I mean this wholeheartedly. I am not married because I am not mentally ready to be married.
Well, that's a good thing.
Okay.
Exactly.
And with me knowing I'm not mentally ready to be married, why would I ruin someone's life just to say that I'm married?
That's right.
Now, I've had a man that asked me, you don't want to marry me? And your excuse is you're not mentally ready to be married? And that's your excuse. It's not an excuse, because in the marriage that I seen, in the house that I was raised in with the great grandparents, I was raised in a house where a woman prepared meals.
Oh yeah,
exactly.
Okay, where a woman cooked in the morning, made a lunch, and made a dinner.
That's right.
I was raised in a house where, regardless of what happened, if we got something to eat out, this woman still came home and presented something if he was ready. Now, I'm not saying that's how it's supposed to be or it has to be. However, I have to be mentally prepared to be the best woman that I was raised to be, or what I think the best woman for any man, whether he's good, bad, or whatever, to be. Right. So if I'm not mentally ready to work 12 hours and come home and cook when I get home, why would I ruin your life and tell you, oh, I'm going to do this, and now here I come home at 7 o'clock looking at you talking about, you better get you something. That ain't what you signed up for.
Right.
So I'm not going to sit there and lie to you, knowing that I'm not mentally prepared to be the best version of myself for you. Right. Now, that's an unselfish act that people, we can work on it. No, we can't.
No.
Right. Because if I'm not ready today, I'm definitely not going to be ready tomorrow when I say I do.
It's the way you started.
It's how it's going
to be. Right.
Now, with that being said, like with my husband, I know I joke around with my husband all the time and say he's a provider. He is. But guess what? I serve my husband.
Exactly.
I serve him. The things that you just said, I cook for my husband. All breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever he needs. I'm in that house. I work in that house. On Mondays, I wash these sheets every Monday. I mop these floors. I do things in my home because my husband does, everything that I said that he does. I serve. I'm a natural server. I love to serve people. That's one of my gifts is to serve. I render a service to people. And I understand if you don't have the mindset to do that, don't ruin somebody's life. Like you said ruin. I don't think you're ruining life, but don't do it if you're not ready. Just to say that you are married, because there's plenty married people, baby, that ain't really married.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. You got the ring, but okay, you got the house, but it's not a home.
Exactly.
Y'all sleeping in the bed, but it's not undefiled. Y'all ain't doing it in the bed.
Right.
So you have to, when you're ready, don't let nobody pressure you into doing anything. So and then I know you were saying like women, I'm just gonna say of a higher caliber, of a higher tax bracket. Some people say they put they have too many standards, or they set their standard too high.
Exactly.
What is too high for you?
Outprice. That what they call it, outprice yourself, overvalue yourself, outprice yourself. Yeah. That's what I call the higher standards versus the delusion. And I got a scenario for that. Okay. So the scenario, the true relationships require compromise. Yet the checklist cultures on social media has created a generation of single people who refuse to budge on a single detail. What are your absolute negotiables versus your non-negotiables? Well, we know money is one. That's your non-negotiable. What are your negotiables?
I'm not gonna say that because I'm only 21. I was gonna say, I'm not even gonna say kids. I was gonna say that, but no. That's a non-negotiable. What do I feel like I can deal with? Not being as tidy. I feel like I can deal with a man that's not as tidy, because I feel like I'm tidy. Like I feel like I feel like I'm clean. I feel like I'm tidy.
And you're gonna get work to death.
Show you.
That's one of them negotiables, man. Your grandma. See, that's something. Baby, that's something. Your great one thing about them old people, they ain't never tell us no lie. When they said you get in that car and that he nasty in that car. Cause see, a man that nasty.
I don't want the car nasty.
If you get in the car, if the car nasty, you got you a different type of nasty in that house. Cause men don't play by their ride, baby.
Exactly.
And if you get in a woman's car and it's spotless, they'll tell you in a minute. Slide by there now and make sure you check out the ones that's always polished.
Come on.
They always polished to the day.
Come on.
You go up in there, baby. They gotta
Keisha, you better say
come on.
That is not. I know
you
that
go in that.
You can't.
You be looking a mess.
It'll fall. With my grandma, she used to be telling me that, and then I'm thinking like, this lady was born in 1914. She crazy. If she was alive today, I would call her number and tell her everything that she told me is true. And someone mentioned these things to me, and I got 2 boys. And my oldest son, he might not act like he got good sense, but it's a lot of things that I made sure that I shared with him, because as I got older, hey, it may seem like nothing, but these are key elements.
Yeah.
And not in just relationship, in life.
Exactly.
If you don't have the correct morals in life, you can't expect him to have the correct morals in a relationship.
That is correct.
Exactly.
That is correct. That is so true.
And if a man gonna handle his mama, I don't care what nobody said, it ain't true. You gonna get handled. Because I know some men that mama was, selling them almost. And he'll kill you about his mama.
Right.
So if you got one handling his mama any kind of way.
That's right.
He ain't the one.
You heard, she's heard me say that before.
Yeah.
Look at
that's
how
a
he
serious.
treats his mother. And I'm going to tell you this. I just saw a mother congratulate her son on a great achievement that he had. And she talked about him and told everybody, thank you for this and that. And he did not hug his mama. He walked off and he did not hug his mother. And at that point, that was all I saw about him.
Because how can you you got to realize if you see guys who mama be all on the corner, we back in my day, I don't know if they be geek old crackheads on the corner now. I don't know. I ain't seen that many. But I done see dudes that be on the corner, mama be on the corner. And I done been with one before he stopped and got a girl. She was smelling, baby. Ooh, that was a long ride. But he stopped that car and he got his mama off of that corner. He took her, got her a room at the Relaxed Inn, gave her a couple of dollars, knowing what she was gonna do with it.
Yeah. That's mama.
But regardless of whatever, he made
mama.
sure when he saw her, she was clean.
That's right.
XYZ. I've seen dudes give their mama drugs. And at first I'm like, how can you give your mama drugs? But now that I'm older, if she willing to do anything in the streets to get the drugs and she's gonna do it regardless, the only thing that you can do to protect her is to make sure that she's out of harm's way. And the reason why I said give them drugs, if you give her some money, you know what she finna go do with it.
Exactly.
Now, I ain't never seen nobody get their mama no crack. Now, I ain't saying that. But give your mama some money and you know she going to buy. So you would rather see her buy than do the
sexual thing. Yeah. Wow.
So, I got that mama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And for the little delusional thing, are people setting their standards extremely high based on a fantasy? And have we completely forgotten that compromise is the only thing that keeps the relationship alive?
Yeah, they are, because they're looking at other people's relationship. We got this phone in our face, and we're looking at other people's situations when it comes to relationship. Oh man, look what he did for her. They got a horse and a carriage, you know, and he did this for her. So, that's what I want. I know this is going to be my man. If he does these things that he did for her, right? Not knowing that he got the horse in the carriage there, but when they get home, he tell her, "I'll be right back," and she don't see him till 2 days later.
On.
That's what I'm talking about. You're looking at somebody else's life. You don't. She got all of those things, but you did. Hey, you can't be so delusional that you lose the love of your life. You got to know everybody's relationship is different. And
exactly.
Well, I'm just going to use me for example. With me and my husband. When I got with my husband, I know I talked about my husband being a provider. But when I got with my husband, and me and my husband joke with this to this day. My husband is younger than me. And he had women, honey. He quiet man, but he kept that cheddar. So, he kept them women on. So when I got with my husband, and he had a good job, but he didn't know how to manage his money. So when we got together, we began to live together. And he came home one day, and he had paid all the bills in the house. And I never forget, my husband had $5.27 left. And he looked at me, and he was like, he didn't know what I was gonna say. He said, "Woo." He said, I got $5.27 left, and he was on his way back. He was on his way back to work. I said, "Oh, okay." And he looked at me and he said, "I got $5.27 left for the week." And I said, "Oh, that's fine." I said, "Oh, that's okay." And he just looked at me. I said, "What's going on?" He said, "I'm just looking." He said, "Because I just want you to know, if I had told somebody else I only had $5.27, it would have been a different thing." And I told him, I said, "Well, listen, didn't you pay the bill?" I said, "The bills are paid. I wasn't working in." I said, "The bills are paid." I said, "And we got food in the refrigerator. We're going to let next week handle itself."
Come on.
And when I told him that, baby, it went up. Hey, it went up. He came home that when he got his check the next week, I had a check card with his name on it. Hey, he gave me the check card. I started praying over that check card, praying over his money, and managing that money. That $5.27, baby, we had a little bit more every week. Every week we had a little more, $50.27 left. We went to 520. Hey, it just went up. Right. I just say that to say everybody's situation is different. You can't be so delusional. You see these women out here with these big rocks on their fingers, and you looking at a man that's trying to do something for you and for y'all and saying, I don't want that because it's not what they got. Right. Because it can one day be what you have and everything. And he's staying at home. Exactly. With, he ain't going off nowhere tilly-tallying with Kathy or nobody,
Exactly.
Yeah. So don't be so delusional looking at everybody else's relationship and wanting that. Know the man that you have in front of you, first of all, loves you more than you love him. And I'm going to leave that at that because some see, that's what's wrong with these women. Mm-hmm. These women loving these men more than these men are loving them. And they are out of order.
Amen.
So he got to be more into you than you are into him in order for it to work. The Bible says, and I'm going to leave it alone. The Bible says, men, love your wives. Women, cling to your husbands. He said love your husband. But just know that if you cling to that man that love you, one day you'll learn to love him too. Just hold on to him.
Mm-hmm. You got anything you want to add to that, Jada Rose?
I don't. My mom would just be saying all the right stuff.
Hey, I told you she'll bust you down and lift you up.
Yes. But like she said, looking at other people's relationships and wanting that instead of just, making a story out of your own. Like my mom got, she got a story that she can tell, Yeah. Who wants that perfect love story anyway? Because it's cliche,
It is. It's not a perfect love story.
Nobody wants a perfect love story.
But see, that's what Anita Baker lied to y'all about.
What she said, Nana? What she said?
You like Anita Baker when she told us, the song about fairy tales. How my mama told me that. The fairy tale was her mama told her that a man was going to come for her one day. And he was going to be her bright and shining armor. And he was going to be perfect. And she read that story to that woman all her life. Yep. And that song displays that her mama told a lie.
Exactly.
Yep. It's hell to tell when you tell me, if you ain't never been through there with no man, you ain't never had no man. Hey, you got to kiss a couple of frogs to get to the prince.
Get to your prince.
It's not always going to be picture perfect.
Right.
But you can get with a man and y'all can be pleasing together.
Exactly.
That's right. She said all the right stuff.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna close this segment out of the group chat with a reality check. Relationship 101 boils down to one simple truth: you can't demand a perfect partner when you are a flawed individual. If your standards are in the clouds, but your reality is on the floor, you're going to stay single. Find someone worth the compromise. Keep your mouth shut unless it's your business, and stop chasing fantasies.
All right.
So I definitely appreciate the ladies of Double T Double Talk.
Yes,
Rasheda and Jada Rose. Y'all can catch their podcast on
Double T Double Talk. Actually, I need you guys to go follow our page. We really don't have enough followers now in order to go live because there are regulations to Facebook. You have to have 100 followers, and we haven't met our criteria yet. So I need you guys to go to our page, Double T Double Talk, and click that follow button. Yep. And then just go ahead and like us, honey, because we're likable. We're likable.
Exactly. And as you see today, they have phenomenal conversations. Rasheda, she has great, opinions, great insight on not just relationship, on a lot of things. She's a very understanding, unbiased female.
Right.
And that is very rare for someone to be unbiased.
Exactly.
we got to get her flowers and some applause on that because she's very unbiased. And y'all know me,
Yes.
I'm gonna say what it is, and I don't care if she a bad one. I'm gonna be like, hey, I ain't trying to put nobody down, but she gonna say what she said. But no, she's a very
Right.
unbiased person, and I believe that I always learn something. Even she read a poem at a friend of ours funeral, and I took something from that poem. There's always a lesson that applies to life, and
Exactly.
in the statements, the interaction, and anything you may see, even if she's just cooking. It's something you may learn an extra spice to put into something.
Yeah.
Because I learned the extra spice to put in. So, girl, it was good. I
You
tried.
did? Oh,
Yeah.
girl, I'm
So
glad you
yeah.
enjoyed it.
Yeah. So, tune in to the next episode coming up of the group chat. Again, we're gonna definitely step on a few toes and apply pressure. Again, thank you, ladies, for coming in
You're
today.
so welcome.
I enjoyed myself, and thank
you.
everyone for listening. And
Thank you, guys.
please remember to go on Facebook, Double T Double Talk, and follow and share with your friends to follow so we can make sure that these ladies reach their quota to go live on Facebook. Thank y'all
Yes,
and good
guys.
night.
Bye.